I want you to take a look at this. It is a picture of two grown men talking about their feelings, something that does not happen enough. I'm News 3 anchor Blaine Stewart with why men's mental health has gotten worse in recent years and what we can do to change that.
I think sometimes as men, we don't realize the small things that we don't sweat. It amounts to bigger things.
Joshua Banks is a big believer that men need to take charge of their mental health. It's something he had to learn over time.
Growing up, my dad was a drill sergeant, so it wasn't a lot of emotions shared a lot of times.
We are conditioned from an early age. We just don't talk about our feelings, right? And that needs to change.
Typically, we see guys sort of shut down, like it's not acceptable to talk about it.
Chad Hatchell is a licensed professional counselor with ThriveWorks in Virginia Beach. He ran down the list of top issues he sees men dealing with, like financial stress, pressure at work, issues with a spouse or child, concerns about physical health, and one that surprised me.
We see loneliness a lot. Like a lot of men just talk about being lonely.
That's interesting you brought up loneliness, because that's not something I would have thought would have been on the top list.
This may have had something to do with the pandemic. I think we can all agree that that did not do any of us well as far as mental health.
The pandemic brought about many issues for men, including a sharp spike in substance abuse, drugs, and alcohol. If left unchecked, the consequences can be deadly. Middle-aged men are more likely to die by suicide than any other group. So I wanted to know, if you notice something wrong with a man in your life, what should you say?
Things like, I notice this behavior, or how are you managing? How are you doing, right? Yeah. Just kind of those simple, it seems really simple, but it's not that judgmental sort of response.
But while loved ones can sound the alarm, we have to be honest with ourselves.
Yeah, sometimes the biggest lie that we tell is the lie to ourselves, right? Like, I'm doing okay, I'll be fine.
It's a lesson Joshua Banks learned, and one he hopes you will too.
Try it, and you'll be a lot more free, and you'll feel a lot less stress from those situations by sharing more.
It's life-changing.
For sure.
There are so many people you can talk to, a spouse, a friend, your barber, a professional therapist. And if you feel you can't talk to any of those people, I do want to remind you about these three numbers here. You see 988. That's a free text or phone line with somebody to talk to 24/7, 365. Save it in your phone. I'm Blaine Stewart, News 3.